how they say, get them dollars.
Yes, yes.
Get that paper, all that. But you're doing it the right way.
Right.
Not everybody do.
Right.
Okay. And we trying to build the community.
What is your definition of success?
My definition is you're happy every morning. You get up and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get in there on that computer, get my look, I'm ready and up. That was success for me.
Yeah.
Just being able to answer the phone, talk to my family,
Yeah.
enjoy work, and get up just smiling and happy, you know.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just coming back with another video on how to build a weekly GovCon workflow. And this is going to be part of the 52-week series, the government basics for subcontractors. So I want to continue to keep reiterating the importance of focusing as a subcontractor and then work your way up to the prime contractor. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay, just to avoid overwhelm from shattered opportunity searches, and then to build predictable weekly habits. Increase your chances of winning by staying organized and be ready and not reactive. So I've put just together a basic workflow to get you started. So that way you don't have to just go it alone. This is how I work with each of my clients. I take time, we build a workflow, we go through each and everything because when you are a small business and just getting started, managing your time is so important because it affects your capacity, how many clients you can take on, how much work you can do. So the core benefits of a weekly workflow is very important. You'll be able to manage that time better, and then consistent way of tracking all those opportunities, and then confidence when meeting with your prime and your agencies. It gives you that confidence that you need to meet with those agencies on your prime contractors. And then just less stress because you know what's on your schedule, you know what's going to be on your schedule, you know what all needs to take place. Okay. Now, I believe in grouping all my tasks on days of the week. So Monday, I'm doing some tasks. Tuesday, I'm doing some tasks. So I just kept it very basic just to get you started. So what I use, each task has a specific goal. Am I reviewing something? Am I doing outreach? Am I doing market research? Am I making, those outreach calls? Am I recording a YouTube video? Or am I going to an event? So I keep it very specific. And then I'm time blocked and I track everything in my Google Calendar because what I've learned is we overestimate or underestimate how much work needs to be done and how much time needs to be, to do the work. And so I've put together a just very short basic for you. So like Monday's focus is always on the pipeline review. You want to start your week off right and your meeting. So you have your meeting, whether it be with your CEO, your team, you're reviewing all your upcoming opportunities, you're updating statuses, you're flagging priorities, you're preparing the bid, no bid recommendations for the meeting. So Mondays is always your planning day. And because you don't want to wait till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because you're starting to get through the week. So start your week off right with your planning. Next, we want to review those SAM notifications that you set up in your folder. So if you haven't set up already your SAM notifications and have everything filtered into that inbox, do so, because I'm telling you, it saves so much time and it just makes it easier for you when you have everything set up in one box, and then you just go on in through the box. And then you got Tuesday is going to be focused on your email outreach to your program managers or your program offices or project managers or project offices or whatever, contracting officers, whoever. Then you want to email your teaming partners, your teaming partner outreach. Do you need a teaming partner, or do you have teaming partners in your bucket, in your database, and you want to keep abreast with them? They might have some opportunities that you. So it's just those touch points. All right. And do you plan on attending any scheduled virtual events? That's going to be important because that's going to dictate what's going to be on your calendar. So I put everything on my calendar so I know what my workflow is all going to be. Okay, then I'm researching the best fit opportunities. I'm updating my capability statements or my pitch decks, or I'm having meeting with program officers or the OSTBU if it's scheduled. So I try to do all those on Wednesday, but sometimes they're not available on Wednesday, so you have to change the date. And then, Wednesdays we're doing our group coaching. So that's about an hour. So I have that blocked in on the calendar as well. So it's all about managing your workload and all those different things. Next, we're going to follow up on Thursdays. I'm focusing on follow up in agency briefings. All right. I'm following up. Then I'm also giving training. So that's why I have to keep everything on my calendar. I have to know what opportunities are coming up. I have to know do I have to attend a briefing? Do I have to do a matchmaking event? Do I need to prepare for a follow-up task or anything of that nature? So focusing on those follow-ups is definitely key to the different things that we have to get done. And then Thursdays, I'm doing my weekly review. I'm documenting key wins, any intel, my next steps. I'm scheduling my next meeting if it's on Mondays, because I like to have my meetings on Mondays so I can plan my meeting. I'm preparing for those meetings because that's how I wrap up. I'm getting everything prepared on Friday so I'll be ready on Monday, because I just come in, refresh, and see what's on the schedule. Then the tools I use to stay organized, I use Google Workspace for everything, because I've been in that ecosystem. Everything is collaborative. The Google Docs, the Google Sheets, everything is very collaborative. And then I do all my time blocking. And then I use the Google Sheets for opportunities. Some people use Airtable. Some people use SharePoint. Some people use One Page. I've seen the new One Page CRM, and I'm going to do a little video on each one in the later on in the series, so you can make your choice which one is better for you, because I love them all, but you can't use them all. You got to get one, stick with it, and use it all the time. Then I use Clockify for my time tracking. So if I have to send any invoices in or anything of that, and then also the sam.gut. Now, if you want to go after your state opportunities, then also, but right now I had to put aside the state opportunities given my current workload. So I had to focus on just federal opportunities. So if that is going to be in your workflow, then you add it to your workflow. And how I do the Google Calendar, I want to just show you basically what I do so that way you'll know exactly what's going to be on your Google Calendar. So like, let me just uncheck. I'm going to only focus on the Google Calendar series and the little examples that I put in here for you. So like if we're reviewing SAM opportunities, I'm going to put it on here. It's in my Gmail inbox. So what you do is you go in, you update it. Is it weekly on Mondays? You put the location in it. And then that way you have everything in one place. And then they have the colors, so you can always do red, whatever your color system is, because I've already set up my color system. And then I always put the notes at the bottom. Am I going to be updating status change? What is it? I got to highlight all my priorities, update opportunity stages. What am I doing? And then you just keep on. If you're inviting others, you just add them in here, or whatever you're doing, you just add it in here. And then if you're doing a meeting, you put the meeting, or if you're doing MS Teams or whatever, that's how you keep up with everything. And then you just save it, and then you have the next one. So if I have other meetings, then you just move it. That's why I love it. You can just move it, invite, change it. Okay, well, I got a couple of meetings. Now, it's important that way. Sometimes you have to make sure if you put busy, it's going to block it on your calendar. But if you put free, that way, if something come up and you have to move it, it's not blocking that from your Calendly or your scheduling page. You don't want to block it. But if you don't want anyone touching that time, and that time is going to be allocated only for that, then that's what you're going to do. You're going to save it, and then you're going to update it so that way you can reflect all of that. Because I went in and I made a calendar for each thing because I like colors, and I didn't want to have to keep going in here and changing the colors. And then if I attended an event, then I have it. And each week I do an end of the week review. And then you'll put your notes in there for your end of the week review. And that way, because I'm telling you, if it doesn't get on the calendar, it won't get done. So I had to get very intentional and add everything to my calendar to make sure that all my tasks get done. Okay. And then the last thing, because like I said, I want to keep these videos real short and sweet, but I want to get you to the next step. Okay. Know your capacity before taking on clients. That's the reason why you're doing that. If you only have 40 hours a week allocated for doing client work, you have to know how many hours can you do with the client work. But how are you going to know that if you're not putting everything on your calendar? And then that way I knew, okay, I can't take any more clients because you still have to work on your business. You have to put your BD, business development activities, in that you're doing for the business. And that's why I created all of those different calendars so I can allocate. And that way, all I have to do, I got business training, I got meetings, I got admin, non-billable. I keep up with my birthdays. I keep up with my CEO and strategic planning. I'm doing my financing, my coaching clients, my task team availability. So my team puts everything on their calendar. And then I have, of course, my YouTube series calendar. This is the one I use for recording training and so forth and so on, because I had to be very, very intentional with my time, because I can know how many Upwork clients I can take, how many Clarity clients, 'cause especially when you're using all those different platforms. Or if someone invites me into a podcast, because I had several people inviting me to podcasts, and I had to know, okay, do I have the time? Do I have the capacity? How many projects can I take? How many things can I do this week? So you see why it's so important to have that calendar, because you have to have that time blocking. That is the best way you know it's going to get done, because you got your master to-do list. You just copy and paste it off the master to-do list and put it on your calendar so you know that it gets done. Okay, let's go back to the slides. And then this provide uh, what I was trying to say. Oh, I apologize. I got a spelling error here. Provide me with the data I need to make those decisions. All right. And then it also avoids burnout. And that way we can plan ahead. And that's how I do all the systems. And then the last thing, if you're not sure what's next, book a clarity call with Lakeisha. You just go on my clarity and book a call if you don't know what's next. And then that way you can, and the Subcontractor Academy, I'm doing some updates. I'm changing a few things, so that'll be coming out soon. And then, but we still have when you're ready, join the advisor group coaching. And I gave you the link to that as well. But I will have the Subcontractor Academy coming up real soon. And that's if you want to go deeper. And that's focused on nothing but subcontracting, application process, because I have limited time. So I can only take a few businesses at a time, and I don't want conflicting businesses. And I need the businesses that way they can grow and be mentored. So it's all about mentorship. It's about coming on, doing partnering. It's just a lot of things. I have the vision and the just updating with that. So that's that's basically it. And if you like this video and it helped you any kind of way, please like the video. And if you want to comment and let me know some of the biggest challenges that you're facing, that way I can continue to keep a pulse on what's going on in the small business community. And then I can record content that will answer those questions in those videos. And then subscribe to the channel for more GovCon basics, because I'm focusing on the basics, the fundamentals. And then share this with other small businesses if you think this would help them. Thank you again, and see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.
Let's talk about the importance of having a coach. A coach challenges you, keeps you accountable, and helps you unlock your full potential. And as a GovCon coach, this is exactly what we do for our small business. We provide guidance, strategies, and support needed to navigate the complex world of government contracts. And together is how you reach new heights. And the best athletes out there know this: the Simone Biles, the Shakira Richardsons, the Serena Williams. So if you feel like you are ready to take it to the next height, join the group coaching program.